Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back on this silly little slime planet, and we are back ranching these silly little slimes. I know, phone. It is extremely cold outside. All right, let's see where we were. We got some chickens. We got a rooster. We got some carrots. So far, Specs, it looks as if everything is doing relatively okay. Nobody's exploding just yet, not too terribly bad at least. I think these little guys can eat vegetables now. I think their preference is still fruit and meat. You're exploding? No! Specs don't do that. Why would you explode, Specs? The amount of paperwork I'm gonna have to do if a viewer explodes in my stream. Won't you think of the cat girl? No, the kitty. Guess which one? Guess which slime is my favorite? It's totally not extremely self-ingratiating. Whoa! Don't fly out of there, little guys. Gosh, that's rough. Come on. Plort. This game is so cute. It's actually ridiculous. I think... Hello. Hi, Lady of Cephalopods. Yeah, I think that I may need to put a roof over the pink tabbies because they are getting... They're leaping. They are really leaping. How you doing, Azarin? And how are you doing too, Specs? I think I forgot to ask you. Transporter. It's me. Truly. Okay, AirNet is 425. Don't really need an auto feeder just yet. Y'all wanna eat some of those vegetables I prepared for you? Come on. This game is ridiculous in the best way possible. We are overrun with slimes. So we're gonna come out here and we're just gonna try to find some food, maybe some plorts. Because if we try to pick up more slimes, we'll truly be overrun, and then the revolution will be even more nigh. Slime Nye, the science guy. That's fine, to be honest. Alright, we got a little food. We got some plorty plorts. Wah 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 wah. Hi, Vilifar. How you doing? Hope everybody is having a cozy little day. I'm honestly really vibing. I'm very glad you're doing okay. We may have to feed the kitty slimes. It's becoming dangerous. Every time they produce plorts, I am not too... Well, I'm extremely stressed, but I'm not too bad, V. There we go. Thanks for the head tats, Vilifar. I really appreciate it. We'll probably want to put a net over that one, too. Yup, yup, yup. Okay, so we got more plort. We got some chickens. It honestly might be time to start... Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I feel that there's a lot of things to consider right now, and we don't really have the resources to necessarily make it worthwhile to build a whole new corral with a whole new type of little dudes. Where is my mailbox? There it is. Star Mail. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Victor Humphreys, professional slime rancher, slime scientist, and amateur musician. My understanding is that Ms. West has already informed you of how the range exchange works, so I'll spare you any further education. Expect from your requests. Okay. He also at one point lost his fiddle while slime researching, so I'm guessing that at some point we will encounter that, and it will be a plot point that we're supposed to retrieve that and give it back to him. Do-ba-do, do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. I think the way to do this is next we should put a roof over the pink slimes, and then we should just load it up with more pink slimes. Bad idea? Perhaps. Ooh, what's going on down here? Who are you? We made a friend, chat. I don't know who they are, but we met them. Regardless. Now I have to figure out how to get back to where I was. We don't need more chickens. Oh, that was easy. Okay. Perhaps I shall grow more, or I shall capture more tabby slimes. Because we've only got pink tabby slimes right now. But honestly, that might be enough. Like, it might be preferable. Took the dog out? Yeah. Answer your question, tired, miserable, and generally sucky. I'm so sorry, Specs. I feel parts of that more than I really care to get into right now. But hey. We win these, chat, she said weakly and without much conviction. But we are slime ranching. As the title says, it's not much, but it's honest work. More Kipty slimes. Who took the dog out? Specs, 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 Specs. That's good, B. That's a good one. I'm beginning to become kind of nervous that our pink slimes are gonna start just escaping en masse. That's why we have the money to put a little roof over them, so that they can't escape en masse. Oh my goodness. These little guys are just going crazy, aren't they? They appear to be paying for themselves in most any sense of the word. No! Why are these little guys just hanging out? Like, what's going on? Maybe I should throw some more little guys in there. Some more little rock fellas. Some more tabbies so that they just take on the rock, or the rock characteristics of their neighbors. Yeah, let's go catch a couple of little rock fellas. Ooh, what are you? We got some phosphor slimes. That could be very interesting. They're so cute. Look at him. Yep, I knew that they were just gonna fly up and out. For a Luna challenge, turn everything pink. Well, what do you think life's all about? I'm gonna be honest with you, the pink, the everything turning pink was kind of an accident. Must be pink or it must be cat. Precisely. See, Vilafard understands me. You would do well to learn from Zer. Everything is going to be escaped in the morning, I just know it. I honestly don't know how I got away with this. I don't know how he's still in there, but... Okay. Fairness, turning everything pink is genuinely a decent strategy. Yeah, I mean, the goal is because everything, or the pink ones eat literally everything. Like, there's no downside that I can... Oh, no. Where'd the phosphor slime go, chat? Yeah, the pink ones eat everything. So there's no downside to it. It just makes it so that they're able to eat more things. We don't go through chickens quite as fast. Alright. I'm very sorry, phosphor slimes. I'm putting a net over you so you can't just fly out quite as easily. Fruit. They only eat fruit. So it actually might be a good bet to turn the phosphor slimes pink, because we don't really produce fruit quite fast enough to keep up with that. Or we could just do the clever thing and we could plant more fruit trees. I'm working on it, chat. Don't rush me. They're so cute. Look at them bounce. Look at them. Look at them. They're little pink kitties. Where'd they go? I'm stupid, aren't I? Phosphor slimes are like ghosts, aren't they? They disappear. Is that what it was, B? Was I supposed to protect them from the sun and I'm just silly? I did not protect them from the sun. See? I will improve that corral such that phosphor slimes can survive in there. As I was saying that they are like ghosts and disappear, I was like, somebody's gonna tell me they're sensitive to light, aren't they? That would make sense. Because why wouldn't they be sensitive to light? We. Solar shield is 425, so we're close, but not quite there yet. That is so many pink slimes, chat. Like, it's actually kind of ridiculous. I have to go out at night to get phosphor slimes, don't I? Fire slimes. This will probably be useful later, huh? Shield this one from the sun. And then we'll be able to have little phosphor guys. Hi, Tavi. How are you? We are branching some slimes. No, it doesn't make sense for us to pick up more pink slimes. We already have more than we know what to do with. Sleepy, it's going well. We are just running around, picking up some food, growing some stuff. Oh, why did I do that? We needed more rock slimes. Slime Rancher is so cute so far. I'm kind of loving it. What's in here? She says. Our cave system was sealed off from a cave-in. Ooh, hi. Evil explodey flashing slimes. Yikes! That's adorable, Tavi. Evil splody phosphor slimes. We are gonna leave them alone. We're gonna pick up all these plorts. Yo, we are full up on carrots, chat. Food problems? Solved. Also, hello, chat. Yes. Hello, chat. Feed all of these some carrot. We're gonna have to start covering these guys up too, huh? It's really annoying when they just bounce out of their enclosures. well, Toddy. It works by bouncing around and making cute noises. And that is basically the whole game. Each of them has different foods that you can feed them. So these guys will eat anything. These guys will eat meat and vegetables. These guys will eat anything, because they are kitties, but they are also pink slimes. Gonna get an auto collector on this guy. Yes. Some of the slimes will eat chickens. What a hempla. There you go. I got an army of little chickens. You stay in your enclosure until I tell you otherwise. Yeah, we're gonna need to put a roof on that one, aren't we? Carnivorous slimes. Crazy what nature can do. We need to put a roof on that one. That little guy cleared the top. That's not. Oh. Get back here. Oh, monsters are raiding the chicken coop. Boing. And they genuinely, if they get hungry and they hop out, they literally will just raid the chicken coop for fun. It's so annoying. Okay, we should be about ready. They are, the plorts, so far, they change some of the characteristics of the little dudes. So if the slimes eat plorts, they might grow and gain characteristics of other types of slimes. And they are sold for cash. I don't know what other people use the plorts for, or why they're being sold at relatively high prices. But, I guess it's not my job to question what they're doing with the plorts now, is it? People discovering Slime Rancher makes you happy? Yeah, it's a cute game. Help, a cat is sleeping on your thigh and you can't move. Well, as a cat, Tobby, I can tell you that it would be a grave offense if you were to stand up and remove the cat from their rightful place. A terribly grave offense. Oh, I'm getting beaten up by a slime. Probably, yeah, which is why you're stuck. Well, As is the cat's rightful place, the cat now runs your life. You are nothing but an extension of the cat's will until the cat moves. I'm assuming she, because I think you only have she cats, but... Can she at least feed you? It would be kind of a trick, wouldn't it? But most cats don't have thumbs. I do. But I am not the cat that is there, so I cannot assist you with this. Balbs is a boyo, but you guessed right. Right. This is tragic, chat. We need the Balbs is pinning your other leg down. Yo! So you really are just a vehicle for the whims of your cats at this point. As you should be. There, now they won't bounce out and raid the chicken coop. Oh no, ads! I'm gonna turn all of the little phosphor slimes pink. Because then they'll be able to eat anything. And our fruit tree is not quite growing things at the speed at which I wish it would. Okay. Nighttime chat. Welcome back, Octavia. There we go. Now they're starting to eat plorts. That is too small an enclosure for creatures that large. We shall fix this momentarily, chat. Oh, girly! Hello! It goes! How are you? For real, though, Tavi. Learning Linux? Oh boy! Which distribution are you going with, Algirly? Gotta clock in? Have a good day at work. Slimes are here to digest, I mean disperse the Fedora-based distro since your work computer has Red Hat. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mostly did Debian. Or Arch. I used Arch quite a bit too. I use Arch, by the way. Seems that most HPC clusters use Red Hat. See, I got in the habit of saying Debian. I don't know which one is correct. It's probably Debian. The habit was kind of because of A friend of mine who said Debian, and B, because the package format is .deb, my brain just started saying Debian. Bazite, because it's one of the best for out-of-the-box gaming. Fair, fair. I will say that particularly distributions like Manjaro have gotten, and Ubuntu, basically, or Ubuntu and Manjaro, which is an Arch derivative, they're both getting quite good for gaming because of all the community support that Wine and other meta compatibility layers have gotten because of things like SteamOS and the Steam Deck. A lot of stuff just runs out of the box if you get the right Proton version anymore. Hi, Major Typo! How you doing, other nerd? Proton is the bedrock of gaming. Oh, yeah. It's gotten pretty impressive in recent years. I don't need more pink slimes, don't worry. Things that don't on newer versions of Windows? Yeah, literally. I get better compatibility out of Linux a lot of the time than I do out of Windows. And the update process is a lot less obnoxious too. Usually. Dungeon Siege 2. There's a couple of older games that I've played that only work under Linux now. Because they got rid of a lot of the stuff that made them work on older versions of Windows. And the community is so big at this point. So the last Windows update had to be patched because the start menu didn't work. That's hysterical. I didn't see that. I honestly don't pay a lot of attention to Windows. I install the recommended updates so that it remains relatively secure. I stream on it, and then I leave. Although I've been seriously considering switching over to streaming on Linux. I know it can be done. Probably do it on Linux now. Yeah! I know you could always stream on Linux. The problem is just that I haven't sat down with like Vignon, which is the software I use to make my VTuber's face work. Lena, a dev VTuber, made Spat 2 work on Linux. Ooh! So Vignon would probably work. That's pretty slick. I also don't know if I said sprout or spout. I know it's spout, but I think my brain said sprout. I think some of the front end is still a little iffy. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me, honestly. depending on what they use for it. I know that there's an OBS package for Linux because I have done dev streams from Linux, like back before my Reluna days. I don't believe that just happened. Wow. Making moves, chat. I literally just did a trick shot. The grotto. Little expensive for my taste right now. I should probably do some of those requests in this little thing over here, huh? If possible, please acquire the following for a future study. My thanks. Phosphor slimes and rock slimes. At nighttime, we should be able to do that pretty easily. But for right now, I'm just going to explore for a bit. I was gonna leave food behind, but we can never have enough food. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. I need to do, like, game development streams. I've been doing a little bit of, like, borderline hobbyist game dev. It's not... They're not good games. But I've been doing a little... Right, though, Major Typo? It's honestly really fun. Like, I don't expect that I'm ever going to make a stable living from it. But it's really fun just making little... dumb games. Art is so fun. Q-Berry! Delicate, sweet, and they never roll off the table. I've been trying to force myself to get back into just making things recently. A lot of the time I'm making things for work, LOL. Because, you know, gotta pay the rent. But it's still an excuse to just make things, you know? Linux is so fun. And it's so comfortable, too. Depending on how you set it up, anyway. Monster slimes, run! Uh-oh. Begone, demon! Do, 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 do. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna mix and match some more phosphor slimes. That tar slime, yeah, they are evil. I believe that's when they eat a plort that is not of their type. They get corrupted and they get very irritable and they eat and corrupt all of your slimes. And then eventually they just explode because this planet's a nightmare. Garden. Heck yeah. Wow, that was productive. Okay. So we need to get some phosphor slimes while it's dark out, and then some rock slimes. I forgot about that mission. There's a bunch of food fully grown out here, but we just fed everybody, so it'll probably just kind of sit around. If we just get an entire, like a full compartment of rock slimes and then a full compartment of phosphor slimes, we should be fine, I think. Only problem is that everything turns pink out here. Ow! That was my face, Mr. Slime. Rock slime. The noises they make are adorable. I love it. Rock slime. I don't get any of the little guys that I'm looking for right now, do I? Where's the phosphor slimes, chat? There's some phosphor slimes. Don't eat the plorts. You don't need them. I do, though. Oh no. The kitty slimes are spreading too. Phosphor slime. There we go. Back. Don't. There we go. Okay. Rock slime. Can I stay out all night? Or do I die if I stay out all night? The world may never know. Eh, we can find out. What's the worst that happens? Oh, the music is so... just vibey. But that is a really nice cello part. Oh, right. Evil phosphor slimes. We don't want that right now. We don't want that basically ever. Phosphor slime. That was a chicken. Whole OST. Oh yeah, for sure. I had no doubt that you had the entire soundtrack saved on Spotify. Here's the real question. How many phosphor slimes did I need? Because I think I needed 10 rock slimes, but I think I need to reset till morning to get them to spawn again. Oh, I only needed 5 phosphor slimes. Great. Doodle-doo. Oh. I got like a full set of food out here, but I need rock slimes fast. Rock slime, rock slime, rock slime, rock slime, rock slime, rock slime, rock slime. Meow, 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 meow. Found them. Okay. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Goodbye. Y'all just can't help but eat all the weird looking little things, can ya? Aurora's off your leg, you're free. Yo! I sent her a cat. Hang on, I'm gonna get this. I sent her a cat message. A cat. I need a pun. Cat, but also, like... Telegram? Catagram? Catagram? I sent her a catagram. Don't judge me, chat. That was a struggle. A DM direct meow. Oh, that's good. apparently, it's too much to ask for a slightly higher spawn rate of rock slimes that don't also have somebody else's DNA. I don't even have any plain rock slimes, because they've all been, they've all been hybridized with pink slimes. We're up to 8. Where y'all at? Where'd y'all go? Well, I think all of you are in my little slime sucker. Chat, make one spawn. Well, y'all want to be like that? I'm gonna take away all your food. I just need 2 more video game. Don't think crowd control is enabled. Yeah. I actually need to take crowd control off of my channel. My subscription ran out and I don't really play it, or I don't use it often enough to really justify the expense. So. Dark Souls streams will be regular Dark Souls streams for a while. Yeah, I mean, the default settings are not super friendly to using. Well, it doesn't even require a subscription. The problem is that if you want to change the settings for like the prices of things or how many each redeem gets, you need to use the subscription to it. And I actively seek making it so that you don't ever actually need to spend bits or money or anything to get points. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Or am I just babbling somewhat senselessly? No, I ran out. Son of a gun. Yeah, long story short, doing a sense. Long story short, they try to get you to pay, or they make you pay to change the settings. The default settings are pretty friendly to paid channel point or paid crowd control points, but I don't want to do that. I want people to be able to do it for channel points. And you can't turn off paid. You can't turn paid crowd control points off. So even in the settings that they give you when you subscribe, so I have to do a lot of kind of fiddling with the settings to make it so that it's heavily incentivized to just use channel points and not worry about paying for it. Wow, we are rich. Alright, little pink slime. You live here now. Speaking of supporting the channel, have fun in the ads. This is probably just mail. Yeah, they want, they're just gonna send us more contracts. We missed the last one, which is frustrating, but we got plenty of money right now, so. Water tank, jetpack, dash boots, pulse wave, heart module, power core, tank booster. I could use a jetpack. Hi, Dark Raven! How you doing? Okay. We may have to water some of our crops. How you doing, Dark Raven? Welcome back, Tavi. Do we already have carrots that are ready for harvesting? We do. That's crazy. I do enjoy that the chickens just kind of replenish themselves. We are gonna have so many plorts, it's gonna be ridiculous. Happy to see you too, Dark Raven. This is crazy. There are so many slimes on this farm. The noises they make are kind of adorable. Wahaha. We should be able to expand the ranch now. I hope I can get more space for little corrals, because we are all corralled out. Oh, we're just short. Plort Authority for selling 1,000 plorts at the plort market. Plort Authority is so good. Dark and gloomy cavern above the sea, and a likely first chapter to that novel of yours. Ooh, there are places. There are more little farmy places. I don't know what that does, but okay. So we could actually start raising phosphor slimes in the grotto. Cave, you don't need sun protection for your phosphors. Exactly, Lady of Cephalopods. That was exactly what I was thinking. I'm gonna have to move them one at a time, though, because they are all giant and pink. Oh, those are hungry. Oh, they're half kitty, though, so... Not the horrible crunching noise. We're making more giant rock kitties. Well, we are both ranching the slimes and sliming the ranch, depending on what side of things you look at. It's more of a philosophical question. Like, if a slime gets ranched in the ranch, and no one is around to ranch it, does it really get ranched? That was one of the dumbest things I have said in a good long while. Sleep until morning. We are ranching the ranch. Yeah. We are ranching the ranch and sliming the ranch and sliming the slimes. Breakfast time. Yours is on its way. Yeah, they can't eat fruit. Teleport you to the ketchup planet, call that Slime Rancher. That felt cursed, but I don't know why. We are missing bird slimes. I don't know if those exist. If they do, we will make sure that we raise a powerful army in honor of the birds in chat. Game needs more bird. I don't disagree with. Ooh, I have a flashlight. Before I left the ranch, I found myself sleeping most nights in this here grotto. I'd fill it full of phosphor slimes and watch them dance in the dark. Drifting off, I'd pretend I was drifting in a sea of stars across the limitless black of space. It's funny how when you dream, you sure become a sucker for the impossible. Every time I woke to find myself back in the grotto, I'd feel a little sadness, but then it was always back to work. There was also always something that needed doing. A bird slime would be so peak. This is Slime Rancher, actually, Lady of Cephalopods. Well, that's not unsettling and a little bit terrifying. Shake hands from poet to poet. It's such a pretty planet. We'll move our phosphor slimes in here in a bit. Lady of Cephalopods is a dragon. She just happens to rule the cephalopods. Elected official for the cephalopods. That's such funny lore, I love it. Yet, she says menacingly. Do. I hope that I didn't steal your thunder in sharing your lore like that, Lady of Cephalopods. Cephalopods are cracking-ids, that's good. What is this? The overgrowth. Krakenids was so funny though. Bedtavi here. You're good. Saying cephalopods or krakenids just really got me. There is much royalty in this chat, Dark Raven. Generally, it's probably a good idea to just kind of politely bow to anyone in chat. I'm kidding. Whoa! Well, it seems like another wannabe rancher is signed up for a lonely existence on a faraway space rock. Congrats, Beatrix. I'm Mochi Miles. That's Miles, as in Tetsuya Miles, the billionaire. I'm here to do important business for my dad, but that doesn't mean I won't make all the rest of these backwater types I hear look bad in the process. No one conquers the plort market like I do, day in, day out. My dad gives me the inside tracks, so look forward to my requesting plorts that I know will make me huge profits later on. So I wish you the best of luck, Beatrix. Maybe you'll even reach second place. And at the very least, you can tell your friends that you helped out the great Mochi Miles in her conquest of the far, far range. Later, Tater. I hate her. Lady of Draconian folk, a queen of the feline folk. Did you enjoy my delivery of later, Tater, Azarin? I'm very glad. Alright, that is all ready to receive our phosphor slimes. It's probably not a great idea to move them in daylight, huh? To see our what? I said to receive our phosphor slimes, didn't I? Did I accidentally say something cursed? Prince, but only a title, so you're outranked. It happens. It happens. Technically, I declared myself queen. And, you're being a goober. Fair. Technically, I declared myself queen. And, the legitimacy of the title is upheld by the people who choose to, recognize me as such. Which means that all of you coming in here and calling me the cat girl queen are contributing to the legitimacy of my reign. Queendom thanks you. People following you, Your Highness. There certainly is. Are. Oh. We don't really want more pink slimes. Don't like to be called Your Highness, but either one is fine. Your Highness or Your Majesty is perfectly fine. Trying to... I think that you were recalling something that is difficult to explain, but there's not really anything that you can't call, or any of those titles you can't use. How about your catliness? Your catliness works great. Your Highness, Your Majesty, Your Catliness. Your Unparalleled Excellency. Roluna the Incomparable. Roluna the Magnificent. Raising a boy of your kindred as my own. I approve. The Cat Meowster. That could work. Unparalleled stretch. Chest stretch. Talking this human language is difficult. My face keeps freezing when I move out of camera frame. Excellency, I know what you meant. I just couldn't say it out loud. Unparalleled stretch, excellency. Big stretch. Share a picture of my son in your circle. There's a little guys chat if you would like to share pet photos. Absolutely. Muscle royalty, call them your flexcellency. Ooh. This is gonna take a while, isn't it, chat? Meow, 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 meow. Stretches and naps do take a while. Your cat girl queen slept through all of her alarms this morning. Woke up and went, oh my goodness. Where am I? What time is it? What year is it? I like how our pink slime enclosure is the only one that has, like, unmodified slimes in it. Meow, 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 unslamified. The fluffy boy loves naps, huh? Meow, 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 meow. We're getting there, chat. Thank you for bearing with me and sitting and watching as I move all of these giant slimes one at a time. I didn't realize we had this many of these giant Pink's phosphor slimes. Alright, 3 left. Two left. One more remains. I think our rock slimes are overpopulated. Little fella didn't fit through the door. Tragic. The kitty slimes are kind of overpopulated, but they're mostly sitting in a pile because they want to, from the looks of it. Yeah, it's just a big cuddle puddle. Not the ads! We do thank you for putting up with all the ads, though, chat. It does help out the channel quite a lot. Okay, so there's only one type of food available for each feeder. Got it. Have at it, kitty slimes. Now, just like Row IRL, now that it is almost 4 a.m., we go to bed. I'm not actually usually up that late. Usually. We need vegetables to feed the rock kitties. Welcome back, Octavia. Plort upon plort, chat. All the plorts. Do, 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 do. Should probably start using auto feeders slightly more often, huh? We are down to a grand total of 1 chicken. The heck is that? The lab. Allows you to begin your career as an amateur unlicensed slime scientist. A slimentist, if you will. Go out and collect some food and some chickens so that we can replenish our chicken supply. Little ow. Chicken. Chickadoo. And 2 more chickadoos ought to do it. There's a good chance that one of them grows into a rooster, which I think is still, like, is realistically required for more chickens. I don't know if that's the case, though. I don't know if the game is that deep. Oh, look at them all swaying. This is my first time playing Slime Rancher. Hi, Ava! How are you? It's so cute so far, Ava. I'm loving it. This one I think we can probably demolish and replace with one that's not obscured from the... Meow meow. Maybe I'll just leave this one sun obstructed right now, so I don't spend the extra money. Let's go out on a little adventure. I have seen the second one played a little bit, and it looked very, very nice. My jetpack is not really all that effective. I would definitely say that I would consider myself a fan at this point. It's very cute, it's very chill. Love some of the new slimes in the second one, they knocked it out of the park. They are really, really cute. That was horrifying. Okay, so he just wants tabby plorts. Gotta meet all the ones in this game first. True. Awake, alive, and somewhat fed. Hey, that's better than awake, alive, and not fed at all. Or awake and fed and dead. Or awake, alive, and or alive, awake, and somewhat dead. Or awake, fed, and somewhat dead. Chat, at this point, you should all know that I have no idea what I'm talking about. Awake and dead, that fanciness is beyond your character abilities. Oh my. I don't know if any of you know this, but I actually am bilingual. Yeah, I speak English and total utter bullshit. That is not an original joke. Like 5 other people have made that before me. At least. But it's still funny. I am trying so hard, Lady of Cephalopods. I'm glad you understand. Oh, I've made a mistake, haven't I? They have to be fed meat, don't they? Okay. More pink kitty slimes. I would also like to be fancy sometimes. Alas, I am but a commoner. A peasant. A peon. A plebeian. I am a queen, but I'm also a peasant. Why don't you, make sense of that one, Tavi? Bro, fast start! Boo. I wanted that to grow faster. She is a lady of the succubard folk. There's too many of you little guys in that one corral. As far as you know, you're the only succubard? Well, yeah, that makes you royalty. Once you're the only succubard, you are a commoner, you are royalty, you are... plenty of succubi, plenty of bards, but no succubards. Well, I think you're allowed to be a succubard. Well, of course you're allowed to be a succubard. I think you're allowed to be a succubus royalty. Nodding aggressively enough that it shows up well on my VTuber actually is kind of rough on the neck. Meow, 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 meow. Can you be a lord? We don't really have lords in the Catfolk Queendom. So I suppose that means that I can actually declare you whatever I want, doesn't it? It just doesn't, you know, have any rights or privileges or powers associated with it. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Well, I think that really depends on the burb folk. Like, do the burb folk recognize your legitimacy as a lord of the burb folk? I already got too many of those little guys. Have to ask Vilafar then? Vilafar would be a good person to start with. Get a petition signed. Or get a petition going asking to recognize the legitimacy of Dark Raven as a... as a lord of the burb folk. Pogo fruit was what we were feeding our little phosphor slimes with. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Have another burb cousin you should ask to sign your petition? We got Algirly in here is a burb. She might be willing to sign petitions for the, well... She also might be hesitant to, establish a burden ability. You know. The jetpack really doesn't last long, does it? Alright, chat. I think we're gonna call it here for today because my shoulders are beginning to get sore from punching over my keyboard like this all day. Alright, so we are going to drop the game, and we are going to open up the browser, and we are going to see who is live. That is, once our browser decides that it wants to keep up with us, because why would you expect your browser to correctly load web pages? That's just silly. Well, thanks for dropping by, everybody. I hope you enjoyed stream. Slime Rancher is a really cute little game. We finished Outer Wilds yesterday, so you can find all of the Outer Wilds videos if you don't mind spoilers well, okay. Don't watch them if you've not played the game before. But if you want to watch me struggle with it, go ahead and watch them on YouTube. If you have played the game, go ahead. I will be doing more Slime Rancher. I'm also going to be picking another story heavy game like Outer Wilds or similar to stream next, because I've been trying to do one kind of big long-term story game. I'm gonna have to pick on that. I will also be picking back up with our Dark Souls playthrough. Let's see, what do we got? Who is streaming? Code Vein 2 is a thing. What? Crazy. Who do we follow that is live? Not a whole lot of our friends and acquaintances are live right now. We'll raid Girl DM. DM is playing Code Vein 2 right now, and they are a lot of fun over there, so I hope you enjoy DM's content. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, noon, or night. My face got stuck. Wonderful morning, evening, noon, or night, wherever you are. I hope you enjoyed stream, because I know I for sure did. And I hope I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.